The widespread misunderstanding of Sigma males arises from a divergence from societal norms and a distinct approach to interpersonal dynamics that challenges conventional expectations. Sigma males, characterized by their independent and introspective nature, often find themselves at odds with mainstream perceptions rooted in hierarchical social structures. Their tendency to prioritize individuality over conformity can lead to misinterpretations of aloofness or detachment by those who value traditional leadership and social validation. Moreover, Sigma males' preference for solitude and self-reliance may be perceived as a rejection of social norms rather than a deliberate choice for personal growth and authenticity. This misunderstanding is exacerbated by societal pressures that favor extroversion, assertiveness, and visible success, qualities often associated with alpha males. As a result, Sigma males, who thrive in roles that prioritize substance over superficial appearances, are frequently overlooked or marginalized in social settings where their quieter strengths may go unrecognized. Despite these challenges, Sigma males offer a unique perspective that challenges conventional thinking and encourages a deeper examination of the value placed on external validation versus internal fulfillment. Thus, their misunderstood nature underscores the importance of appreciating diversity in thought and behavior within society. Number 12. Sigma males are often misunderstood due to their minimalist approach to communication. They prefer brevity and precision over long-winded explanations or unnecessary small talk. This succinct style is sometimes perceived as disinterest or a lack of enthusiasm, but for Sigma males, it's about valuing efficiency and clarity. When engaging in conversations, they focus on delivering their point directly and effectively, avoiding superfluous details that they believe do not add value. To others who are accustomed to more elaborate or expressive communication, this straightforward manner can seem brusque or even dismissive. However, Sigma males see no need to embellish their words or engage in idle chatter when their message can be conveyed more succinctly. Their preference for minimalism in communication reflects their broader tendency towards simplicity and directness in other aspects of life. While this approach can be misunderstood as coldness or lack of engagement, it's actually a reflection of their respect for others' time and a desire to communicate efficiently. Their minimalist communication style is not about being standoffish, it's about getting to the heart of the matter without unnecessary embellishments. Number 11. Sigma males' preference for working independently is often mistaken for a reluctance to collaborate. They are frequently seen as loners because they thrive when given the freedom to tackle tasks on their own, relying on their own skills and judgment. This preference is not about avoiding teamwork or being antisocial, rather, it's about valuing the autonomy to work at their own pace and in their own way. Sigma males often find that their best work is done when they are not constrained by group dynamics or external pressures. However, this independence can be misinterpreted by others as a lack of willingness to engage or contribute to team efforts. In reality, Sigma males are quite capable of collaborating when necessary, they just prefer to do so on their own terms, without compromising their personal methods or efficiency. Their independent work style is a reflection of their confidence and self-reliance, not a rejection of collaboration. While they may seem detached or self-sufficient, Sigma males are often ready to collaborate effectively when the situation calls for it, provided it aligns with their approach and values. Number 10. Sigma males are often perceived as emotionally detached due to their reserved nature. Their tendency to keep their feelings and personal life private can be misconstrued as a lack of emotional depth or involvement. In reality, Sigma males simply prefer to process their emotions internally and share them selectively. They value their privacy and are deliberate about whom they confide in, choosing to reveal their inner thoughts and feelings only to those they trust deeply. This reserved approach can lead others to believe that Sigma males are indifferent or unfeeling, especially in situations where more openly emotional responses are expected. However, this is not the case. Sigma males have a rich emotional life, but they manage their emotions with a level of discretion that prioritizes their personal comfort and the integrity of their relationships. Their emotional reserve is not a sign of detachment, but rather a reflection of their preference for maintaining control over their inner world and engaging in relationships that are genuinely meaningful to them. Number 9. Sigma males' practice of forgiving but not forgetting can be misinterpreted as holding grudges. Their approach to dealing with disrespect involves letting go of the desire for revenge while still retaining the lessons learned from the experience. This balanced stance is intended to prevent resentment and promote personal growth, but it can sometimes be perceived as an unwillingness to fully move on from past grievances. To others, it might seem like Sigma males are not truly forgiving if they remember and reflect on past disrespect. In reality, their strategy is about learning from these experiences to better handle future situations and establish clear boundaries. Sigma males believe in the power of forgiveness for their own peace of mind, but they also acknowledge that forgetting the details of a disrespectful encounter may not be practical or wise. Their approach ensures they do not carry unnecessary emotional baggage while using past experiences to strengthen their resilience and understanding. This nuanced way of handling disrespect underscores their commitment to personal development and boundary setting, even if it's sometimes misunderstood as holding on to past issues. Number 8. Sigma males' tendency to approach disrespect with understanding rather than immediate reactivity can be misunderstood as weakness or passivity. They often take a moment to analyze the situation and consider the underlying reasons behind the other person's behavior, choosing empathy over hostility. This reflective approach is intended to foster a more constructive dialogue and resolve conflicts more effectively, but it can be seen as a lack of assertiveness by those who expect more direct confrontation. Sigma males understand that disrespect can stem from personal struggles or misunderstandings, and they prefer to address issues with a calm, thoughtful attitude. This method not only helps in diffusing tensions, but also demonstrates their maturity and emotional intelligence. However, in a culture that often values immediate and forceful responses to disrespect, Sigma males' approach might be viewed as overly passive or indecisive. Their emphasis on understanding rather than reacting aggressively highlights their commitment to resolving conflicts in a manner that respects both themselves and others, even if it appears unconventional to those accustomed to more reactive behaviors. Number 7. Sigma males don't fit neatly into conventional personality categories. While traditional labels like alpha and beta provide clear expectations, Sigma males operate outside these boundaries, making them less predictable. Unlike alpha males, who seek the spotlight, or beta males who follow established norms, Sigma males carve their own path, blending traits that defy easy classification. They might exhibit strong leadership qualities, yet they shy away from public attention. Similarly, they can display a calm and steady demeanor without conforming to social expectations. Sigma males are driven by their own values and decisions rather than adhering to predefined roles, leading to confusion among those who are accustomed to more defined personality types. Their blend of independence, confidence, and reserved nature challenges conventional understandings of social behavior. Rather than following the standard social hierarchies or seeking validation from others, Sigma males chart their own course, leading to interactions that can be surprising or perplexing to those who are used to clearer, more predictable social dynamics. Their unique approach to life and relationships means they often sidestep traditional social games, opting instead to forge their own path. Number 6. Sigma males often bypass conventional social rules not out of defiance, but from a preference for authenticity over conformity. They frequently disregard the unspoken norms that dictate social interactions, such as engaging in small talk at parties or participating in office gossip. Instead, Sigma males prefer to skip these superficial conventions and dive into deeper, more meaningful conversations with a select few. This tendency can come across as aloof or rude to those who expect everyone to adhere to social scripts, like pretending to be interested in topics they don't care about or feigning enthusiasm for the boss's jokes. Sigma males prioritize genuine connections and personal integrity over fitting in or impressing others. They wear what they like, speak their minds, and make decisions based on their own preferences rather than societal expectations. While this approach may seem unconventional and can lead to misunderstandings, it reflects a commitment to authenticity and meaningful interactions. What some perceive as rudeness or awkwardness, others may see as refreshing honesty and straightforwardness, highlighting the varying perspectives on social behavior. Number 5. Sigma males' quiet confidence is often mistaken for aloofness. When you see someone quietly observing a social scene, they might be a Sigma male whose reserved demeanor is frequently misinterpreted. Unlike those who crave the spotlight or dominate conversations, Sigma males are content to remain in the background, taking in their surroundings with a calm, reflective presence. This can seem strange or standoffish in a world where being vocal and outgoing is often valued. Sigma males don't feel the need to constantly assert their presence or engage in superficial chatter. Instead, they value deep, meaningful interactions and speak up only when they have something substantial to contribute. This calm, observing approach is not a sign of disinterest or disdain, but rather a manifestation of their internal confidence and thoughtful nature. Their engagement might not always be visible in the way others expect, but it is often profound and intentional. This divergence from the typical energetic social behavior can lead to misconceptions about their character, overshadowing their genuine involvement and inner confidence. Number 4. Sigma males' brutal honesty is sometimes perceived as rudeness or insensitivity. They don't shy away from providing straightforward feedback, believing that truthfulness is more valuable than sugar-coated responses. For instance, if asked for an opinion on a new haircut or a homemade dish, a Sigma male will offer an honest assessment rather than a polite lie. This approach can be jarring in a world where people often prefer to hear comforting untruths. Sigma males apply this unvarnished honesty not just in personal interactions but also in professional settings. When they identify flaws in a project or idea, they openly discuss them, aiming to improve outcomes rather than to criticize for the sake of criticism. While this level of honesty can be perceived as blunt or harsh by those accustomed to more tactful feedback, Sigma males see it as a way to foster genuine improvement and clarity. Their commitment to truth, even when it's uncomfortable, is rooted in respect and a desire for authenticity, although it can sometimes be misinterpreted as cold or uncaring. Number 3. Sigma males' need for solitude is frequently misinterpreted as antisocial behavior. They require alone time to recharge and reflect, which might be misunderstood as a reluctance to engage with others. Unlike those who thrive in bustling social settings or who seek constant activity, Sigma males find comfort in quiet, solitary moments. This preference for solitude doesn't signify a lack of interest in people or a desire to avoid social interaction. Rather, it's a crucial aspect of their self-care routine, allowing them to process their thoughts and emotions. When they leave social events early or skip them altogether, it's not an indication of rudeness or disinterest, but rather a necessary step for maintaining their mental and emotional balance. Sigma males value deep, meaningful connections over superficial interactions, preferring quality time with a few close friends rather than frequent, casual social engagements. Their need for solitude is a reflection of their inner world and emotional well-being, not a sign of antisocial tendencies, but this distinction can be challenging for others to appreciate in a culture that often values constant social activity. Number 2. Sigma males' disregard for social hierarchies is often perceived as rebelliousness. In many social and professional settings, there's an unspoken pecking order that dictates how individuals should interact and show respect. Sigma males, however, operate differently, treating everyone regardless of their status or position with the same level of respect. This egalitarian approach can disrupt the expected norms and be seen as challenging authority or disrupting the social order. They don't engage in social climbing or seek validation from higher status individuals, which can be perceived as defiance or disrespect by those who are accustomed to hierarchical structures. Sigma males simply value individuals for their intrinsic qualities rather than their social standing, and they act based on this principle. While some may find this approach refreshing, others might see it as naive or disruptive. The Sigma male's intention is not to rebel but to stay true to his values and foster genuine interactions without regard to social ranks. Number 1, Sigma males are often misunderstood due to their independence, which can be mistaken for arrogance. Their strong sense of self-reliance means they are comfortable making decisions and living life on their own terms without seeking constant approval from others. This self-sufficiency can be perceived as aloofness or superiority by those who are accustomed to more socially engaged or approval-seeking behaviors. Sigma males are not trying to show off or act better than anyone, they simply prefer to operate independently. In a world where many people seek validation and attention, a Sigma male's preference for solitude and self-directed choices can stand out. His reluctance to conform to social norms or engage in unnecessary social interactions can be seen as standoffishness or cockiness. However, this is not about arrogance but rather a deep comfort in his own skin and a focus on what works best for him. Their independence is often mistaken for detachment, but it's really about living authentically and being secure in their own identity. Thank you for your attention. You can now become a member of the channel by clicking the Join button under this video.